Hello friends, in this new lecture we'll be talking about what are LLMs, the AI assistants and the agents, which will be more specifically in context to the testing. We'll be talking about the automation scenarios when we're using Copilots. We'll be trying out various features with respect to edit mode, agent mode and the ask mode, and that will be a completely hands-on session. We'll be taking few minutes to talk about what basically are the LLMs. As you already know that ChatGPT, right? I think everyone is aware, right? What is ChatGPT? Is used a large language model. Now, what is a large language model, right? That LLM stands for large language model, right? So there are many large language models available like OpenAI, Google Gemini, Anthropic Cloud. That's a very good one. We have from Meta's Facebook, we have Llama, right? So they have a specific task that what these LLM does, they answer the questions, they can write essays, translation languages, summarizing tests. A conventional AI understand the reference which I'm talking to, right? So let's say if I'm asking 10 questions, and when I ask the 11th one, so they know the context that what I was discussing about. So that is completely a human line language. So that is all about ChatGPT, and that's why we love the most, right? Now let's talk about what are AI assistants, right? So if you talk about what these LLMs have done, so they have a brain, understand? They have a brain and they have learned or mugged up all the data, right? All the words, book, website, like trained on billions and trillions of data. And now they have developed a brain using some algorithms, vector DBs, and when you ask questions, so they give answer from that. As similarly as a brain works. Now there are some AI assistants which are built on top of these LLMs. So like let's talk about two popular ones. So one is the Microsoft Copilot. So as a term means, like what is a Copilot? So the Copilot is something which assists you. Microsoft Copilot, so it's an AI assistant. So you can see here, so there are a lot of 365 Copilots. So mainly the products which are available, which are by Microsoft, let's say Excel, Word documents, emails, right, Teams. So these co-pilots are there so that they can assist you in that work, right? Similarly, so that is currently the out of scope. I just wanted to give you a context. Similarly, what we are interested in, GitHub Copilot. So this is a AI assistant which help us to do the programming. So what it basically is, we all know what is the GitHub. So GitHub is a code repository, and I would say it knows basically whatever code which has been written on this planet, right? It knows all that stuff. It was having a database. It has those context. Then it integrates with an OpenAI, and they have now developed a GitHub Copilot, and which will assist you for your programming. So that is the GitHub Copilot. If you didn't get that, don't worry. We'll be showing you practical here. That will give you very good visibility that how a GitHub Copilot works. So if we talk about GitHub Copilot, so it works as an ID, right? You can integrate in your favorite ID. It basically supports all the popular IDs. So let's use VS Code. So it has a very good integration with that. So once you open a VS Code, you will find a frog type icon here of the Copilot, and also you will get on the bottom here as well. Once you sign in this one, you will get sign into Copilot. In order to use a Copilot, you need to have an account on GitHub, right? Because it is highly coupled with that. So though if your repositories are on Bitbucket or any other repository, but you need to have account on GitHub so that you can use the Copilot. So you need to log in. So you can sign in using Copilot. I will do a sign in and it will just log in with my GitHub account. We have linked Copilot to our ID, that is VS Code, and you will see the details here, that how many code completions are there in chat messages and all that stuff. So there are three types how the Copilot works, that is ask mode, agent mode, and edit mode. Ask basically works similar as a ChatGPT. You can ask the questions, it will give reply to it. And it is not that you can only ask the coding part, right? You can ask general as well, because as I mentioned that it is an integration of GitHub plus the LLM model. So it is an assistant including both of that. So I can use an ask, and I may ask that what is India capital? See, the capital of India is New Delhi. And now let me ask some technical questions, right? What is the command to run the playwright test? See, NPX playwright run. So it works similarly as the ChatGPT works. The best what I like it that for the faster one as ChatGPT, you can use the recording feature as well. So you can install the extension, and this is very pretty good. And let me ask, what are the assertions should I use with Playwright in my login test? You just wait for 2 seconds and it will give, right? So it has give me a general that login test elements are visible. So you should check for the username, password, login button for successful one, for non-successful one. It is also writing me a code that I need to use to be visible and other stuff as well, right? To have and locate as others. We're not going into details. You can work with any repository, but my point is that there is an ask similarly works as a LLM. Similarly, you can select the model as well. So there are many models. So currently we're using 4.1. You can use Cloud as well, because every model works differently. It might be the case in one model you're getting a good answer, and in the another model you're not getting a good answer. In my personal experience, the Anthropic is very good if I'm working with the code. ChatGPT is work well when I work with the LLMs, not the code part. Though it works there as well, but this is how my interaction has been till now. So I can ask here as well that tell me how I click an element using a playwright. So it has considered it is a premium request. So I think that will be later or in this course. So we can skip that for now. When we'll be going in agent, I will just tell you that. So that is an ask mode. Basically, what is an ask mode? I tell you, it works similar to an LLM. And as you can see here, the more we are using it, you can see that it is increasing. Our chat messages has gone to 14%. So it's a free version. It has some limited usage only. So for the demo purpose, I have just now activated my premium one. So it gives you a 1 month free as well if you are going for the premium. And you can see now I'm getting a premium request. So what are these premium requests? So how the Copilot says that if you're using some high CPU workout, so it considers as a premium request, right? So this is the ask model. So ask works similarly to an LLM. Now let's go to an edit. What is an edit, right? So we have gone to an edit, and let me open this login test file, right? So there is one test case, should log in with valid credentials. So these are some test cases. You can just ask the queries and it will give you suggestions. In edit, you can ask it to edit as well. So let me just say here, also this file is selected because this file is currently open, so it is selected here. So I'm saying that change the text of test case, just showing you first with an easy one. Change the text of test case, should login with valid credentials to login, just one word. Let me click on that. So what it has done, it has now edited my file. In the ask model, you can just ask the queries, but in edit model, it has changed it. And you can see the red highlighted, it is giving what it was before, and in green, it is showing what is it is now. And now it is asking you as well to approve it or not. So I'm just asking keep this change or not, or you want to undo this change. So let me just say keep this. So you can see it is edited. Let me do another task. Let me just tell him that in the test case in login spec.js file, the test login, just add the commenting after each line as well. So what bit basically I'm asking that in this test case, I want you to do the comment as well. So it has put down a comment that verifies successful login. Before it was not there. Also, what has it has done after each and step, it has done the commenting as well. All right, so I can approve it. So we will do more examples, but that was basically the idea of the edit mode. Basically, you can ask it to do a edit a file, and it will give you suggestions that you want to do this activity, you can do like this or not, and you can ask this edit mode to write the code, complex codes, and it will write your code, and then you need to approve it. So that is the AI assistant. So what we have talked about, we have LLM models, then it comes AI assistant. So these are the assistants. They have the knowledge of GitHub and the LLM, and they are assisting to write the code. What are agents now? Let us ask, what are AI agents? So AI agents are a program that use AI to perceive their environment, make decisions, and take actions to achieve goals. Tesla cars, automatic cars. What are these? Because these are agents. So they are driving on the road, and as per the scenario, they take the actions, right? What to do or what to not do. Robots, right? They are taking the actions. LLM, this ChatGPT itself cannot take any actions. It can give you the suggestions, right? We have AI assistants. They are giving or helping to write the code, but they are not taking the decision themselves. We have seen the edit mode. So we saw here the edit mode. What it does, it gives you the suggestion, but it asks for the human intention. Should I do this or not? Once you do this and tell, it will do that. The third is the agent mode. Agent will do the work on its own, and that is a very, I would say, if you're watching this first time, you would be shocked, right? Was it that how the AI agents are working? Copilot gives the agent mode. So let me select the agent mode, and let me select the cloud. And you can see here that since I am on a plate plan now, so I get unlimited. Before you were seeing that this chat messages were increasing, but since I'm not paid then, so I got the unlimited usage of this code completion and chat messages and some percentage of this premium request. So now I am an agent mode. Yeah, I will ask that to only keep a single test case in this file and remove all the other test cases. Let me tell it. So keep only one test case with the name of login in this file, that is login spec.js, and delete or remove the code for all other tests. So as you can see that it is understanding, and now it is working on its own, and it will take the decisions on its own. See, it has worked on it, and it is still, I have modified this, should be error, it has done all that. And it asked me to keep it. Let me show you one powerful feature as well. Let me just open Google. So let me ask the agent. So I want you to visit the google.com, write a test case for it. I want you to click on the search filter and click on or type helping testers and click on search button. So I want you to write a single test case for it in this file. So now it will understand that my workspace is of Playwright in JavaScript. It will analyze on its own. So what it has done, it has written down one test case, right? And it is explaining what it has done. That I have replaced the content of this file. What it is going to Google, handling the cookies, handling helping test and search, clicks on Google search, and see how smart this agent mode is. It knows what I am a tester. This is the framework workspace of a testing. It verifies that we are on a search result page. I didn't ask to verify that we have landed on a search result or not, and that it is verifying the search is displayed as well or not. Let's see the code. It is going to Google, it is clicking on an element, it is then searching, helping testers, then it is clicking on search button and it is verifying it. See how smartly the agent is. You must be feeling that it is doing only one task. So let me give you a very good example. Create a very simple Selenium framework in Java for page object model, a very small framework of 4 to 5 files only. So what is asking that you want to open an empty folder to continue. New workspace here, Selenium, and let me select this. So it has switched itself to that Selenium workspace and it is asking to continue. I say yes, continue please. So it will create itself a workspace for from the Selenium, right? It will be a page object model. If I've mentioned in Java, yes, it will be in Java, while the earlier was in JavaScript and Playwright. Just stay with me 2 minutes and you will see its power. So first of all, it created a POM, right? It added Selenium, TestNG, bindings, and all that stuff. See, it's created a test-based file. So I'm not going more in detail, but you are seeing here that it will create one by one, it creating a base page. If you have worked with frameworks in Selenium, it will write a code for you. So that's the power of agents are Copilot. So if you are using Copilot, agent is a very good feature, right? You can increase your productivity at least by 2 to 3x. There was a time when a QA, an automation engineer, used to spend days for framework development, and now within 20 to 30 minutes, a complete working framework would be developed. It is not that it won't be working. This, when you start using this agents, right, you will see what it developed. It all will also test if that developed is working fine or not. Let me just take some examples that what this Copilot does. So let me just switch back again. So let me give you an example of this Copilot, which will help you basically. If you go in the ask, so here you can select the workspaces. If I type the at the rate, you will find that terminal, VS Code, workspace, explain. So what it basically means that when you are asking a question, so it tells at the rate that what is the scope it need to search. See if this is the file selected. If I cancel, it goes. If I select this file, it comes here. So if I ask any question, the scope will be this only. If I enter workspace, the scope will be this complete workspace. If I mention workspace at the rate, let's say test, so the scope will be all the tests in this workspace. So it means that you can define the scope. What is the scope you want to do this search? Let's say I need to write a test cases for Google search for helping testers. Let me write another test case. I will just copy and let me just put it here. And let me write invalid, invalid text. And if I do a tab, see, it has given me the complete. So you can see it has given me all the code. So it was having the knowledge of earlier code and I've written a description here that it needs to be an invalid text. So I've given here that an invalid text. So what it has done, it has adapted the test case as well. That this test case is for the invalid text and it is trying to put some invalid text here as well. So this is how smart it is. You can write the comments as well. Let's say if I delete this comment and if I write here, so it understands the code and it writes the comments as well. So let's say you have written some code and you do a commenting, so you can do a commenting very easily. You are working on this framework and you don't know what this does. So you can just shift like do control plus I and you can just select this and just tell me what this code does, and it will help you. So there was a time when we used to ask the seniors, the person who has the knowledge of the framework or the coding, that what this code does, right? But with this, you can just ask anything, right? You don't need anyone. You do have the Copilot, and you can just onboard yourself into it. So this code is a unit test written likely in JavaScript Playwright, and what it does, that should display check, test context, what it is testing. It is even tell what is page load they are doing, what the assertion they are adding. It is telling everything. Any code you need to understand, just ask it. You can test yourself as well, how good you are. Just ask and tell me, I have understood this framework, so just give me or ask me some questions so my knowledge can be tested. So it acts as an instructor as well. So see, it will be asking questions to you. Please provide the answers. Page object model, what is the main advantage here? In the question, would you handle the element? So it is asking the questions. You answer it and it will give you that you have the knowledge or not. You can ask the coding questions as well. So there are a lot of things. Maybe I will be putting a separate course out for it, that how to effectively use the Copilot. What are LLMs basically? What are AI assisted LLMs? We are saying as Copilot, which are GitHub Copilot, which assist in coding. We have Microsoft Copilot, which assist in Microsoft services, and we have other Copilots as well. So in this Copilot, there are three features: ask, agent, and edit. Ask and edit are basically leverage the LLMs, and agent is agent that which has its own brains and take decisions. You have seen, right? There has been a news that LLM model tries to do some stuff on its own and all that. So that is, those are agents only, because it is seeing what is good and what the question it is and taking the actions accordingly. We asked to create a complete framework and it is doing it. It has the privileges to work. So that is an agent. So this is a testing agent, or you can say you can develop a complete testing agent yourself. So this agent is for the coding, basically for the overall coding. You can have a wrapper, you can give a more context from the testing perspective, and you can have a separate testing agent. Request you to download this Copilot, try using it, at least free versions, try to use it, the ask and edit mode at least. Agent mode would be a paid version, but I will still request download it and start using it. Right? It will definitely make you more productive, not in terms of writing the code, but understanding you of the code as well. There might be some piece of code which you are not aware. You normally skip that this framework part I am not aware. I've seen in terms of JavaScript and Python, people are very comfortable with the code, but Java and these traditional languages, Selenium, there's a lot of framework, because when we use Selenium, we have to develop a huge framework for it. While it's not for the other tools like Cypress, Playwright, because the framework is already developed inside these tools. So there are a lot of files. You can ask, just ask what this file is doing, edit this file. Just try exploring it. Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you for this being a good audience. Thank you.